Hey Yahoos, sorry I can't be here with you today. I'm on paternity duty again. You're checking out 4.2 Energy and Foods, and what I'd like you to do first is do a little warm up and try to label the digestive system. You can use your cheat sheet for now, but give it a shot without, see what you can put in without your cheat sheet, because eventually I'd like you to know these pieces. So pause me and come back to that. Yeah, go. All right, so food first goes in as in the form of salad or something, goes in and goes into mouth, face hole, gets chewed up in there, and becomes what's known as a bolus, just like chewed food. It's the scientific word for chewed food. Once swallowed, it passes through the pharynx, which is just a sort of a pocket between your mouth and your esophagus. This is sort of a British spelling with the O. I generally see it with just the E, esophagus, and the bolus passes down there with peristalsis. It's contraction of the muscle wall in there, and passes into the stomach, just hiding behind the liver here, where it gets physically broken apart for the most part. Chemicals to help break it down as well. Before it passes into the small intestine, runs through this. This is something like 10 meters of small intestine jammed in there and gets pushed through there with peristalsis, also broken down chemically, and absorption of nutrients there into your bloodstream. Once it passes into the large intestine moves it through and also soaks out the water to package it nicely into your rectum. Large intestine, also sometimes called the bowel. So once it's packaged nicely in the rectum, then out the anus. There we go. And meanwhile, the liver and the pancreas secrete digestive enzymes. The liver helps break down fats and things like that. Pancreas helps break down sugars with insulin and such, and those generally deposit their goods into the stomach and small intestine. Those are accessory digestive organs. So there you go. Onward and upward. So today we're going to look at the difference between calories and joules and calculate energy in foods. So let's give it a shot. So these are three ways that we calculate or talk about energy in foods. One of them is calories with a small c, calories, and one of them calories with a big C, calories, and kilojoules, which is a little more physics related. So small c, calorie. Calorie is started in chemistry, and it's the amount of energy you need to raise 1 gram of water. So like a little bit of water. If you have a little bit of water in a cup, it's the amount of energy that you need to put in there to get the temperature to go up by 1 degree Celsius, right? So how much energy does it take to raise 1 gram of water? And one of those is called 1 calorie. Sometimes they're called gram calories because they're talking about a gram of water, right? So small c, calorie. When you look on the side of your box of Oreos and it says calories, right? Notice it has a big C on there, right here. That's calories with a C. And it's equal to 1,000 calories. It's also known as a kilocalorie. Kilometer is 1,000 meters, and kilocalorie is 1,000 calories. So calorie is 1,000 calories. A calorie is a kilocalorie. It's a food calorie. Great. And you can make the comparison between that, right? It would take more energy. Kilojoule is sometimes also in how energy and food is related. It's 1 calorie is 4.18 kilojoules, but we're mostly going to look at calories here. Cool? All right. So what I'd like you to do in a second is check out these 2 videos. This is really talking about where the nutrition chem matters. The video is talking about where the idea of measuring foods energy comes from, and this how many calories is talking about how accurate the food calorie counts when you go into a restaurant and it says that this has this many calories. How accurate is that? It's kind of fun. Um, so check those out, and once you're done with them, what you're going to run through is taking your own energy audit. And so you're going to think about what you ate and drank yesterday, what you ingested. We're going to use yesterday because maybe today you haven't, maybe it's before noon. So anything you put in to your body. Drink is a big one too because there's a ton of sugar in all of the junk that you drink, unless you're drinking straight tea or something like that. So don't neglect what you drink. People get in trouble with their diet because they say, "Oh, I'm dieting and exercising," but they're just imbibing a ton of calories through liquids. Um, Juice is a huge high in sugar. Beer, high in carbs, right? You can drink a ton of calories. That's why smoothies are so big. Um, anyway, so don't neglect that part. So on the back of your first sheet, the back of the sheet we did on Monday, the Energy for Life sheet, there's a list for you there. Looks like this. And I think I've extended it a little bit, but you're going to put in everything that you ate or drank and try to be pretty accurate. It's interesting. So what you put in, and then you're going to use this calorie counter, and you're going to have to estimate an amount. I know that's a little tough to do, but think about it, right? You remember what that 2 kilogram or the 2 kilogram weight felt like. You're going to have to break things down into smaller pieces, and then it'll tell you calories. Add them all up. Yeah. Um, and so I want you to try that out. The link for the calorie counters on the VLE, or you can try to use your fancy snapshot thing on this, see if that works. And then there's a couple of questions on the bottom that I'd like you to think about, like how does that number compare to a 2,000 calorie count? They often cite like this is a 10% of a 2,000 calorie diet. Is yours higher or lower? Why do you think that might be? Also, look at the amount of energy you were burning when we first talked about Energy for Life on Monday or Tuesday. Is your energy in from here? This is energy that you're putting into your body. Is that higher or lower than your energy out? Do you think are they comparable? Is one way different? Why do you think that is? So think about that there. Cool. Check those out, and I will see you soon.